My name is Jack Githai. I'm a traditional medical practitioner. I've been practicing for the last 50 years. I have also been a consultant with WHO as a member of WHO Regional Expert Committee on Traditional Medicine. I've been a consultant with the Commonwealth Secretariat, and I'm a trainer for the Commonwealth Secretariat in the Comesa region. I've been also an advisor with the Ecumenical Pharmaceutical Advisory Network, particularly advising church-based medical institutions for quite a while. So as a professional, medic by training and practice, I am a bit concerned about the massive vaccination of global and national populations before we are double sure that the vaccine we are taking is safe. In WHO standard, any therapy, be it a vaccine, a tablet, or a capsule, must be first and foremost safe. It must be safe in short-term basis, on mid-term basis, on long-term basis. My question is to the Minister of Health and to all those who are involved in the administration of our drugs in this country, are they double sure that the vaccine we are about to start injecting our people is safe? On short-term basis, I hear in other countries some people have died, certainly. On mid-term basis, which means 3, 4, 6 months, and on long-term basis, a year or years after now. We are aware that vaccines have been used in exterminating people in other countries. In Australia, in US, in South America, in North America, vaccine can be misused, and they have been misused. So I talk on behalf of my people of Kenya, I talk on behalf of the African people, that even as we engage in tackling the current pandemic, HIV-19, let's first of all be double sure that what we are injecting our people, into our people as a vaccine for COVID-19 is safe. Before we are sure of that, my advice is let people take time. Let people wait and hear what is happening elsewhere. We know that many continents have lost their indigenous people. In Canada, in Australia, in South America, in North America. The tactics of exterminating populations in countries that other people are interested in, they use poverty, civil conflict, toxic medicines, toxic fertilizer, and in many cases, vaccines that kill slowly. Vaccines that change the immunity of our people so that eventually they will be more vulnerable to diseases they have been able to cope with before they were vaccinated.
But maybe since the first case of COVID-19 was reported, the virus has now mutated. There's a new variant. Do you think proper research was done to produce this vaccine?
That's a very good question. Vaccine do mutate. COVID-19 vaccine has mutated. We have more, in Kenya they said we have more than 27 variants. Globally, we have the one we have currently in Kenya, and I hear from last week, the British variant is here. The South African variant is here. The vaccination we are going through, what variant is the vaccine against? And if you are vaccinated against a current variant of virus, what about when another one comes and many others come? These are questions. Another question, as a medic, a professional medic in training and practice, why are governments spending so much money on vaccine and zero expenditure on treatment? Diseases are eliminated through treatment. When you treat a patient with incurable TB, you prevent very many people. When you vaccinate without treating, when you spend so much money on vaccine while you are spending zero on treatment, you create a suspicion. I have been treating COVID-19 cases since they landed here in Kenya. And as I talk, I am aware that a lot of people I have helped are listening to me. I have even given a sample to the authorities that matter. I have written about it to authorities that matter. How come they are not interested in it? That creates a lot of suspicion. Because a disease that is killing people en mass, in some cases 4,000, 5,000 a day, many thousands within a month, anybody who claims there's a cure should be listened to. That claim should be verified. We have intellectual capacity to validate any medicine or any therapeutic claim here in Kenya. Why aren't these claims being taken seriously? It is because COVID-19, Ebola, HIV/AIDS has political and commercial connotation. Other people are using these diseases first to exterminate communities that must go, so that they have opportunity to access the wealth of this country. Two, they are used as avenue of enriching certain countries, certain companies, or certain individuals. As a traditional medical practitioner, we are mandated to talk the truth. As a professional scientist and a medical practitioner, I tell my people the truth. I give my people what I'm sure of. If I'm asked to make an opinion on anything, I'll tell nothing but the truth. The truth about the ongoing vaccination is that we don't know enough about it. It is a product of a conspiracy that has not been challenged. A lot of conspiracy is common knowledge in the social media. Nobody has challenged the fact that there has been a conspiracy to reduce the global population to literally 10%, the current one. The priority population to be exterminated are the Africans, who are alleged to be useless eaters. People who eat, live in precious lands, sit on very precious resources that should be availed to those who are better than them. These are facts in the social media, and they are documented in historical texts. And as I say that, I know the Reddidian occupied North America. They were exterminated. Today, North America is an extension of Europe. South America belonged to the Mayan civilization. As we talk, South America belongs to the to the European of Spanish origin and Portuguese. By the same token, Australia belonged to Aborigines. That's why I trained. I trained in Southern Australia. I met the Aborigines. I know Aborigines owned and occupied the entire Australian continent. They were exterminated more or less the same way we are being planned to be exterminated, through poverty, through ethnic-related conflicts, through manipulation of our politics, and through possibly introduction of new diseases, and through vaccines. Our people must be careful. Our leaders and our government should refuse to be used to exterminate our own people. Their mandate is to protect us. Their mandate is to protect this country so that we leave it the way we found it, so that our future generation can inherit a Kenya that is the way it should be. And even as I talk for Kenyans, just as I talk for other Africans, wherever they are, in Africa and abroad. Africa is the next target for new colonialists. Out of the 7 continents of the world, it's only Africa and Asia that has not become an extension of Europe. Asia has China, Japan, India, and Russia bordering them. They are not easy to tackle. In Africa, they have no challenge. It's a walkover strategy. That is why the vaccine we are being brought should be looked with a lot of suspicion. It should never be administered on our people unless our ethical scientists and the medic prove beyond doubt that it has no negative effect on us on short-term basis, mid-term basis, and long-term basis.